So this represents almost 45 years of collecting, not for the purpose of people saying gee whiz, but from the outset for the purpose of putting information in one place so that it could be used as a resource. I have, I would guess, probably close to 1,000 volumes of biographies, autobiographies, diaries. Another major collection is history. I don't know the number there, but it would be into the several thousand volumes. Have a section on theology, and then this major section on the church manuals. The amount of unpublished material is minor. The amount of out-of-print material is major. I'd start with the McKay Diaries. They are comprehensive, 40,000 pages. He was church president for 19 years. He was in the first presidency for 36 years, all within the 20th century, from 1934 to 1970. It's a time period that has been grossly underreported. Scholars have tended to bury their noses in the 19th century, and yet those really were the years where Mormonism came out of the 19th century belatedly and started to become a modern church. So the amount of material that's left in there that I didn't use is enormous. And if people were to add to that other sources, I think that they would have a greater understanding of the 20th century church, which is key to understanding the 21st century church. I have yet to see a significant doctrine within Mormonism that has gone completely unchanged since the foundation of the church. And yet most people, I think, would be of the opinion that doctrine was set in stone and never changes. It's not the case. By looking at the manuals and by looking at the periodicals, if you're willing to do the grunt work of going through page by page, you're going to see that doctrinal evolution jump right off the page. So that would be number 2. And I think that would be a tremendous service, not only in telling us how we got to where we are, but I think in informing the future. Number 3 would be looking at the temperance movement. I have probably 7 linear feet of publications, books, and pamphlets. 4th item is a significant collection related to Freemasonry. This library is only as good as the use that's made of it. It's not a monument, it's a tool. As I looked at the opportunities there, it was a question that really had 2 elements. Number 1 is it needs to go to a place that knows how to conserve it. That's the easier part. The second is it needs to go to a place where it will be used for the value that really is in it. And once I answered those 2 questions, it was obvious that Virginia was the place to go.